Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whereabouts I am currently, it is, well, it's in front of my home, but it is the evening time, and I'm glad to be here with you today. I've been pretty, I won't say busy, but yeah, I've been on my, my assignments for the most part. A lot of Zoom meetings, calls, and I have a lot to think about. Maybe not so much to think about, but yeah, maybe some decisions to make moving forward. And I want to bounce these ideas off of you. Hopefully, you can be my soundboard, and we'll move forward with that. First and foremost, how have you been doing? Have you had your dinner? What about lunch? Did you have anything for lunch? Okay. Um, if you're fasting, God bless. If you're not fasting, definitely God bless. Make sure whatever it is that you're eating is conducive to the body and it is beneficial to your mind, body, soul, um, and to move forward with that. As far as me, I'm out here chilling. I got my water down here. You know how that is. I'm right in alignment with the with the sun, so I'm receiving that solar energy. And that's particularly important at this day and time. Really, any day and time, you need to make sure you're receiving that healing, the healing power, and just allow that light to permeate through your body and fluctuate through your energy nodes and chakras, and just receive the blessings from the Holy Spirit, because God has created the heavens, the earth, and everything that is in existence, and everything that is within the universe is made of energy, and we know that. You don't have to be a scientist to be aware that myself and this mailbox here is all made out of the same things. Protons, neutrons, electrons. This is energy. This is matter, and this is us. And being at one with your complexities and your layers is how you find the sense of commonality within the world. You find that common thread with everything in the universe, and there's a sense of oneness, self-awareness. And as you further delve into your awareness and your consciousness, you find that your spirit is connected with existence in itself. So I want to keep this video short and concise, but boom, where I'm at right now is kind of interesting. Maybe I should sit down and get comfortable with you, and I'm gonna get on the grass because I need that. So boom, I let me bring you up to speed. I was talking with the administrators for the fellowship that I'm in right now, and my initial program was supposed to be for 1 month, 4 weeks, and due to our current climate, the current state of affairs with the coronavirus, it has expanded to 10 weeks, and that happened like last week, because of just unexpected circumstances. As of today, there has been another wrench thrown into the equation. Maybe our program will be expedited or accelerated, but there's a major caveat that is taking place as far as helping you find a job and moving forward with this position. If you get this job, you may be asked, well, not maybe, it looks like you're going to be asked to reimburse with it's called income sharing. So I guess reimburse the training that you're undergoing now with the potential salary, or the salary that you're potentially going to make, according to the companies that are within the network that are in this fellowship. prior to this, you would have just been, okay, you completed the 4 weeks. They get you prepared for interviews. They kind of align you with companies that are according to your desires, your goals, your aspirations, your traits, and they try to put you in where you can put you in the best place for you to succeed. And I feel like that is still the case, but now, being that a lot of companies are, their budgets are being constricted or they're being slashed, and there's been a lot of layoffs and furloughs, and the economy is just in a peculiar time right now, very constricted, very irregular. It's very uncommon, and it's an irregular time within the economy. So that's a long story short. These businesses that were initially going to take on the fellows within my, or the people within my fellowship, they were going to take on these candidates and compensate your tuition, being that you're being trained in an optimal manner for you to thrive within the company, because hey, you've gone through this 4 weeks, or in our case 10-week program that provides you with an array of knowledge, and you're versatile, and you're all of those good things. You're keen, you're sensible, you're practical, but at the same time, you've been provided with the technical skills to actually be of service straight out the gate. And that's what these companies are paying for whenever they get people out of these specific cohorts. I guess my whole thing is now, I mean, initially you were going to just be coming into this company, or you were going to be going into this potential job, and trying to get it how you live, and make some money and succeed. But now, if a part or a portion of your salary is going to be going back to this tuition, which it's labeled and marketed as free tuition, I don't know. It's one of those things that it's like, okay, you know, just a week ago you changed the program. Then you mentioned this income sharing. Then you mentioned this, that, and the third. And I know a lot of it is predicated upon the coronavirus. Nobody can control this virus at the time. I guess I'm speaking to you about it more so to just like provide you all with the understanding that you need to be flexible, and I'm talking to myself, of course, but like just in general, you might have certain plans or desires, or you might have a desired outcome that you would like to come to fruition, and 90% of the time, I mean, that's a high number, but just to be ambitious, like, you have to kind of go into it that a lot of your desired outcomes won't come out the way that you think they will. There needs to be wiggle room for God in the universe to flow, and you need to be in accordance with nature. You need to be in alignment with nature. You need to be congruent to the universal laws of nature, and I believe that's through having your own system of synthesis, through your own system of synchronicity, and that's how you are in sync, by focusing and strengthening and developing your mind, body, and soul through meditation, through health practices, whether it's you like to jump rope, or you like to go for a swim, or you like to go for your walk, or you like to do yoga, in conjunction with the meditation, with the prayer, with reading the religious text. I'm not telling you what text to read, but have something that is that is foundations, and its fundamentals, and the principles are of virtue, and it's of dignity, and it's of living your life beyond the physical manifestation of yourself, and being attuned to a higher power, and knowing that what you're doing is for the greater good of the community, of the world, the universe, not just for yourself. So that's the purpose of me pushing or promoting having a religious foundation as it pertains to your reading. You should read every day, or you should look at. Yeah, you should read every day, but it could be the Bible, it could be the Torah, it could be the Quran, it could be the Bhagavad Gita, it could be whatever the case may be. It could be the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. But you should be reading something every day that elevates your consciousness. But that will lead into your flexibility. That will lead into how you're able to interface with, issues or challenges that you're going to inevitably come in contact with. I mean, there is an inevitability for an individual to have these encumbrances or these blockages towards your past or to your personal success. And I think it's really important just to be open. And meditation recalibrates your mindset and your mind frame for you to fully like tackle these I don't know if they're issues, but like yeah, I mean, whatever it does come your way, you're able to assess it, you're able to analyze it, you can deconstruct it, you can evaluate it, you can develop new or beneficial methodologies into overcoming these obstacles and thriving in times of adversity, whereas the next man or the next woman would cower and run away and protest and object to any type of hindrance, that especially if it's an unforeseeable hindrance, right? So it's like it's hard for people. It's hard for people to have a plan, especially if they're highly conscientious, especially if these people are very organized and routine and by the book and to the point and to the T, and everything's been blocked out in your Google calendar and is synced to your iPhone, and your iPhone is reflective of what's your calendar that you have in your pocketbook and your book bag and your journal, and it's on your refrigerator, and everything is systematic and systemic, and you want to make sure that you go according to the system or follow in alignment with the system and be fully attuned to your own system. But just for future references, be aware that at any given moment something can throw off, whether it's the weather, a natural disaster, an untimely health scare or death, or you hurting yourself, or just unexpected situations will occur, and those need to be not necessarily planned for, but you need to have a contingency plan. You need to have a modification plan. You need to have that programmed into your system of sequence. You have to be able to still operate at an optimal level despite things not going your way according to your plan. And I'm not the biggest planner, I'm an adaptable individual. I'm enthusiastic, I guess, and positive person, and I just have that outlook on life. So being highly optimistic and extroverted helps with my curious and inquisitive nature to go out and experience be open to new experiences, and I'm keen on finding things that pique my interest, or new things that pique my interest, and learning more about them, whether it's concepts and ideas, mostly concepts, ideas, but those come from people, and I'm interested in that. But be that as it may, I have to be prepared for like the things that I'm not so interested in, and I have to be aware that sometimes I am put in these positions to do things that I really don't necessarily like, or things that I didn't plan, because it's according to the universal plan. The micro scale is gonna lead me to the macro, and the macro is self-actualization, self-realization, being in alignment with my purpose. So I want that to be yours as well. Blessings. Namaste and namaskar.